Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newest EZA that is going to be coming to JP Dokkan. And looky here, we've got our boy EZA STR Super Vegeta, as well as the EZA for the AGL Super Vegeta as well. Both of these cards are actually pretty old. I mean, if we're taking a look at like Super Vegeta, like the headliner here, right? He came out in what, July 30th of 2021. That's dude, that's almost 3 years ago. It's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We're like 3 months off of no, 4 months off. Excuse me. We're 4 months off of basically him being 3 years old, which is just kind of crazy to think about. You know, like he's old, guys. He's old. And then this guy, he's even older. He came out in 2017, September 2017. Sheesh. Like, look at this passive, boys. 2 lines. Back in simpler times, simpler days, right? And then you jump over to something like this. Even he's got a really short passive. Really short passive. Like, look at that. Okay, so let's jump into the details for our boys, Super Vegeta, right? So, we've got Mastered Evolution or Pure Saiyans, category key +3 HP attack and defense 170%. Of course, of course. Then raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. All attacks become critical hits for 1 turn, so he still has his guaranteed crit, of course. So additional for this guy. However, there can be an argument that is made for full dodge, right? Because I feel like this guy is probably going to be still susceptible to the problems that he had before. But let's take a look first, right? Let's take a look. I don't want to judge him too early. So we've got key +2 attack and defense 200%. Guards all attacks for 5 turns from start of turn, so that's actually good. We've got guard and everything. Okay, cool. And I mean, 5 turns though. I mean, okay. Let's see what else. Plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack and defense 50% with each super performed, up to 100%. That means he has to do 2 supers. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense 50% within the same turn after receiving an attack, plus an additional attack and defense 50% and guards all attacks and within the same turn after receiving an attack. Launches an additional super attack when there is an enemy whose name includes Cell. Stuns enemies attacked by the character's super attack. Okay, so he's not horrible. Like, he's not horrible, okay? Reason being for that is, let's see, does he have guard here? No, he does not. He didn't have guard before, okay? He would get attack and defense from getting hit in the same turn, and then that was pretty much it, as well as just a little bit on his super. Now he has guard for 5 turns. He is still getting attack and defense on getting hit, and then he's getting more because he's getting every time he supers he gets like a permanent stack towards that. Not okay, I should say up to 100%, right? I gotta make that clear. It's not like he's stacking or anything, but you perform 2 super attacks, now you're chilling at 100% attack and defense on top of whatever you would normally get. Now the problem is that, let's be honest with ourselves, boys. Let's be honest. Guard in itself, right, is not the thing that's saving people nowadays. Granted, it's almost like a bare minimum requirement now to have guard. Like, let's just be real. Like, the fights that you're going against that you want to take him into, you're not getting saved by guard. It's not enough anymore. You need guard and then something else, right? I wouldn't even say damage reduction is going to save you unless it's substantial on top of guard, right? Like, you got to have both. Not only that, for TURs, I mean, he is getting a stat boost and everything. For TURs though, you just need more. You simply just need more. But now, since he does get a stat boost and everything, like, this will be more significant than I'm probably portraying it. But at the same time, like, he's gonna run out of guard in 5 turns and that's it. Like, he's cooked after that. Even if he's guarding after the initial hit, after that many turns, that doesn't matter. Because let's say if you're going against Gogeta, he's gonna do 450,000 in a normal, and then, oh, I'm guarding after that, so I only took 100k this time. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not as good as it sounds, and it's not all it's really cracked up to be. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, there's nothing I could really do about it. It's not like I was expecting him to be insane, but at the same time, it would be nice if he was a little bit more. But again, because of the stat boost, I might be being a little harsh on him, but I just see that, like, the guard for 5 turns thing and nothing else, like nothing else at all, and it's just kind of like, well, that sucks. That's all I'm saying with that, right? So he's not horrible. I'm not saying that he's absolutely unusable or anything, but just remember who you're using, and he has limitations, right? Like, that's all I'm saying. But guaranteed crit on everything is still very strong. I think that. Okay, so let's look at AGL Super Vegeta. Now this guy is basically just kind of like a random unit that you could get. Like, if you've had the game a long time, most likely you're gonna have 500 copies of this guy, just because he could just show up on like any banner, just literally any banner. He's not like a Dokkan Fest or anything. He's just kind of there. But let's see what we got for our boy. Let's see. So we cause supreme damage to the enemy. Okay, that's fine. And then seal attack, or seal super attack, and raises attack for 9 turns. Okay, so no defense on super. Cool. Attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. Okay. And if performing to end, if HP is 50% or less, performs a critical hit. Okay. Okay. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Reduces damage received by 30%, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% when HP is 70% or less, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% when HP is 50% or less, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% when HP is 30% or less. Okay, what is happening here? All allies keep +1 on attack and defense 25%. AGL, STR, and physical types keep +2 and attack and defense 25% in addition. Okay. Okay. So 50% support to AGL, STR, and physical. That's cool. Love to see it. And how much damage reduction is this? If let's say if your HP did fall below 30%, right? How much damage reduction is that? Let's see. Let's see. An additional. Okay, reduces damage received by 30%. Okay, so that's 30. Plus an additional damage reduction of 20%, so that's 50. When HP is 70% or less, so 50. And then we have plus an additional 20%, so that's 70. And then HP is 50% or less with additional 20. 90%. 90% if HP is 30% or less. I'm okay. Okay. What? Why? Like, why? You're not gonna hit that. If by some miraculous chance you actually did hit 30% damage reduction, or excuse me, 30% HP, and you got 90% damage reduction, like, that's cool. That's cool. But like, I don't know. I still feel like you'd be able to take damage. Because he's not getting defense on super. But I mean, he is getting some stuff here. He's getting some things. And then he has chances to super, and okay. I mean, honestly, he's not bad for being this old with no passive. They gave him a paragraph when he had 2 sentences. They gave him some love. Do I see him as usable? I don't know. He's a decent support though. I mean, he is a decent support. 3 key and 50% support to AGL, STR, and physical. I can see it. I can see it. Full dodge. Full dodge. Yeah. I mean, maybe. That's a strong maybe, because I feel like he could be really bad, but then potentially really good. I don't know. I'll have to think on that one. I really will. But those are the Super Vegetas, right? The AGL one seems kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie, especially as a support. Like that's basically what he is, right? Like he seems interesting. I don't know how to feel about him yet. Like I don't want to call him just outright dog water or dog butter, dog trash. I don't want to say that, but at the same time, this guy could be really good but really ass at the same time. You know, I don't know yet. I don't know. And this guy right here, I'm not, you know, not really, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly how I feel about it and everything. Not bad, not great. It could be better, but since it's not much you could do about it. He might do some things. He might hit kind of hard. You know, he you know, stat boost, all good stuff. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of these Super Vegetas. Am I off by any means? Am I out of touch with some of this? Like I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts because he doesn't seem that great to me, but at the same time, he could do some things, right? I'm not saying he's gonna move mountains, but he could do some things, right? He could definitely help out in some manner. But anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.